I have a TikTok video here that I would like to react to. The title of this video is, does anyone remember when we said a movie for a first date was broke behavior? Well, I do. I remember very well. And I'm very sure a lot of women still think that a movie for a first date is still broke behavior. Anyway, without wasting your time, let's dive right in the video. Let's go.
All I know is if a man took me to the movies for a first date, I'm gonna be happy as heck.
Really?
I just took myself to see Avatar in IMAX, and I spent over $100 by myself.
Okay.
And there was a time when we came on as women on TikTok and put down men for taking us to the movies. When just alone by yourself, you could spend up to $100. Now let me break it down. Ticket to go see Avatar in IMAX, $33 per person. So by myself, $33. Okay, ticket, $33. I want some snacks though. Okay, popcorn. $11, no, $12. Icy.
You see, she's adding everything, every expense, right? That's the only way to make them realize. Seriously. Because sometimes they only focus on the price of the movie. Oh, the movie is only $20 times 2, that's $40. That's nothing. Look at me, gorgeous woman, and you only want to spend $40. Look. We're talking about something very specific. I know a lot of you are gonna jump and be here. Oh, I don't go to the movies because it's the worst place to get to know somebody. That's not what we're talking about here. Basically, we're talking about people calling that behavior broke. Again, we're not talking about movies not being an ideal place for a first date because you might not get to know one another, because you need a conversation, right? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about women calling men who choose to go to the movies for the first date as broke behavior, okay? Let's talk about that. Don't get off topic, okay? Because I know you women. We're not going to get off topic. But it's insane to me, right? That you guys only see the price of the tickets, because I'm pretty sure this is what's happening in your brain when somebody says we're gonna go to the movies. The reason why you call it broke behavior is because you'd be like, oh my god, he's only spending this much on me? Look at me, 10 out of 10. Until you start going to the movies by yourself and you notice that the car you drive needs gas, you need to park it somewhere. When you get to the movies, not only do you have to pay for the tickets, you also have to pay for the snacks, the drinks. You know, it's a culture. Come on, man. Everybody does it. I've never seen anybody come to the movies and not buy popcorn or drink or something like that. Yeah, sometimes it is so expensive. Some people have to sneak some snacks into the movies. Come on, man. I've done it a couple of times. I wasn't with a woman, by the way, but I've done it. I was not with a woman, though. So sometimes, man, you need to force these women to be grateful. And there's only two ways to do it, right? It's either you make them earn it. That's why you have to start slow with them. Don't spoil them like that, because these people have no idea what goes into planning a date. They really don't, because they're women, right? They're not there to plan a date. And if they have to do that, they'll leave your ass. They don't do that. Or you just don't fuck with them. Let them take themselves to the movies. That way they're going to come just like this women and add everything up and tell us that, oh my God, I wish I had one, because I realized how much it actually costs to go to the movies. That's the only way, because again, we're not talking about the movies being the worst place to get to know each other. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about it as being broke behavior. Again, ungrateful. You know, a woman said in the other video that gratitude is a virtue that is disappearing in society. And this is very true. You mean to tell me that somebody's son came to take you somewhere and he's willing to spend, a certain amount of money on you. You ain't got to pay for nothing. And you call him broke. That behavior is broke for you. The fact that he chose to go to the movies. Again, we're not talking about the movies being the worst place to get to know one another, right? That's not what we're talking about. You guys call men who choose to go to the movies for a first date broke. Let's focus on that, okay? The audacity. Some of you women are struggling. You find somebody that's gonna come take you for a night and basically help you pocket the money that you would have spent on dinner, and you call him broke. All right. Yeah, keep fucking with us, but men, please, you're gonna have to make these women earn it. Start slow with them, because I'm telling you, always start slow, because they're not grateful. They're not. You're gonna literally struggle, plan, put some effort into a date, and at the end of the day, they're gonna turn around, come on social media, and call you broke. Or just leave them alone. Let them take themselves to the date. That way they can know how much it actually costs. Let's continue.
All $9. M&M's $7. Around $27. Okay, so I'm at let's say $60 with tax. Okay, you know, I'll buy myself $60 on a date, solo date. Not bad, right? Liv, you're in LA. Did you forget about parking?
Okay.
$38.
Okay.
I spent $105 at.
See? This one fucked around and found out. No, I'm pretty sure, you know, she learned her lesson, you know what I mean? Clearly she said that next time she's not gonna complain, alright? This is how you have to make them learn. But you know, one very important aspect I want to focus on is some of you women actually call men to be dangerous people, horrible people, aggressive people. But look, let me paint a picture for you. At first date, you don't even know this person that well. You probably got to know him for like 5 minutes, because that's the only time he had to get your number or whatever, right? Now he comes to take you on a date. It is fascinating that you women act like safety is your priority. Safety is the only thing you value more than anything else. And yet you will go with a man like that, and you worry about the price of the date. That's why sometimes look, you can paint men to be the villain that you want to make them to be. I will never believe you, because your behavior say otherwise. It does, right? Think about a woman who'll call a man like this broke. You should be happy that somebody raised the son, and that son is able to come, scoop you out, take you out, and bring you home safe and did not hurt you. You should say thank you to that man for protecting you and bringing you back home safe. What about safety? For some reason, when it comes to the point where you feel like you can get much out of a man, safety doesn't matter, right? You call him broke because first date, right? If you have to go to the movies for a first date, is broke behavior. You're not even worried about your safety. You're the woman that call men dangerous animals and stuff like that. When that same man is trying to take you on a date, you're not worried about your fucking safety. You're worried about how much money he's gonna spend on you. That's why I have a hard time believing in you, that men are actually bad people. I promise you, I have a hard time believing in you, because again, that's why they said you can't listen to women and just believe in what they say. You have to really watch their behavior. And luckily for me, I've been watching your behavior. That's why I can say with confidence that men are great people. Some of you would jump on a flight for a man that you have never met in your life. Where is your safety? The so-called safety that you're worried about when it comes to a man. You say you'll pick a bear over a man because you see men as unsafe people. You are jumping on a flight to a man that you've never met in your life. Where the fuck is the safety? Man, they blow my mind. I promise you, they blow my mind. That's the reason why sometimes I listen to them talking. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. You talking like this, somebody slides in your DM right now. All you gotta say is NFL player, NBA player, and you out. You don't even know that, man. For some reason, safety doesn't matter. That's why I don't even believe that women actually worry about their own safety. They don't. They just say it because it's a cool shit to say, honestly. They don't, because for you to go on a first date with somebody's gonna come take you out, and then you're not even appreciative. You're not even thankful that somebody was able to protect you and took you out and brought you back home safe. Nothing happened to you. You had a great time. Safe. You're not worried about that part. You're worried about how much money he's gonna spend on you. You blow my mind. I swear to God, you woman, you never cease to amaze me, for real. So yeah, if this is your behavior, you need to shut the fuck up. The next time you want to talk about men, it better be some nice stuff, to be honest with you. Anyways, what do you guys think about this video? This was a good video to react to. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This one learned her lesson. There are many more out there who also need to learn their lessons. So man, make them learn, man. Make them learn their lesson. They think it's easy. They don't know. They don't know. Alright, please like and subscribe my channel. I really appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.